3 games, and that scoreless draw against Spain, as we previously mentioned, as well as a stalemate against Saudi Arabia. They've already played at this venue before, have Cape Verde, that 2-2 draw against Uruguay, one of the games of the tournament so far. Well, we see similar entertainment on show today. Drew Fisher from Canada is our match official today for the game, with Armando Villarreal, our VAR official as well. So just before kickoff, we will bring you some team news. And Lionel Scaloni, Argentina manager, had the luxury of rotating his side for that final group game against Jordan, having already secured passage to the last 32. So he makes 9 changes to that side that ran out 3-1 winners against Jordan. Only the 2 Martinez's remain. Emiliano Martinez in goal and Lautaro Martinez up front. In full, it is Aston Villa's goalkeeper in between the sticks. Now Molina comes in at right back with Christian Romero and Lisandro Martinez at the back. Facundo Medina of Marseille is at left back. In the middle of the park then, Alexis McAllister and Enzo Fernandez are once again partnered with Rodrigo de Paul and Thiago Almada on either side, with Lionel Messi and Lautaro Martinez up front. Bobista of Cape Verde also has rung the changes, 5 for him in total, as he looks to pull off what could possibly be the greatest shock on the world stage of all time. Vozinha remains in goal. First change of the game sees Steven Moreira come in at right back, but that centre-back partnership of Pico Lopez and Dini Borges remain at the back. Sidney Lopez Cabral at left back. Kevin Pina, who got their first goal at this stage, sits in the middle, with the Duarte brothers, Deroy and Laros, in the middle of the park. Skipper Ryan Mendes earns his 100th cap on the right-hand side, with another change at the left. Jovan Cabral over on the wing. Nuno da Costa of Istanbul Başakşehir leads the line for the Sharks. And what a game. The biggest game in Cape Verdean history about to begin momentarily. Only featured for the first time in qualifiers back in 1992. And now, 34 years later, they are facing the defending champions and Lionel Messi, who is primed and ready to go. Cape Verde kicking off in this first half, shooting from right to left, decked out in all blue. Argentina in those famous blue and white shirts, white shorts and white socks, aiming to become just the 3rd side to win this competition back to back, after Italy in 1934 and 1938 and their South American rivals Brazil in 1958 and 1962. Early spell of possession. Dini Borges, left of that back 2 on the ball for Cape Verde, goes long towards Da Costa. That's cut out by Romero, and then Molina can't quite control that, and it's out for a Cape Verde throw in early in this first half. Jovan Cabral into the middle, back to his namesake Sidney Lopez, playing at left back today. And now Dini Borges, 36th cap for him this evening. Plays his football in the UAE with Al Bataya. Now Vozinha, one of the stories of the tournament, clips it out to this left-hand side. Lopez Cabral down the line for Cabral, holding off Molina, cuts inside, finds Kevin Pina. And that's a loose pass from Pina. He's given it straight to Thiago Almada. Here's Lautaro Martinez now on the edge of the box. Slips one into the middle. DePaul chasing it at the back post. And Cabral just had to get around and usher him out. Goal kick for Cape Verde. Nervy moment there for Kevin Pina. Just giving the ball away a bit carelessly in the middle of the park. And almost paying for it. Daily Pina scored Cape Verde's very first goal on this stage in this stadium against Uruguay. That brilliant long-range free kick. Here's Pico Lopez now on the ball for Cape Verde. Long pass forward out to this left-hand side, looking for Cabral. It's off target, straight into the gloves of Emiliano Martinez, who has a new hairstyle with the Argentinian flag dyed into the left side of his head. Champions get their first real cohesive possession. Molina on the right hand side. Infield to Rodrigo de Paul. Loose pass from him though. It's closed down brilliantly by Da Costa. Martinez out of his goal quickly to intervene. So a couple of errors there in possession for both sides in this opening 2 minutes or so. Here's Romero now, ushering his side forward up the pitch. Goes to the feet of Rodrigo de Paul. Gets it back out to Molina on this right-hand side. Heavy touch from him and possession is turned over into the middle. Here's Sidney Lopez Cabral. Ball into the centre. Doesn't quite work. Messi now gets his first touch around halfway. Challenge in there from Pina. Given away again. Messi finds Enzo Fernandez. Good strength in the middle. Now Lautaro Martinez gets the wrong side of Pico Lopez out to the left-hand side. Here's Almada. Argentina looking for an early goal here to set them on their way. Out to the left-hand side here. Facundo Medina just forced all the way back from Mendes to the halfway line. Lisandro Martinez. Enzo Fernandez picks it up near the halfway line. Almada holding off Mendes as Cape Verde retreat back into their defensive shape. Romero inside the Cape Verdean half. Nice little move inside from Molina. 1-2 with McAllister. Molina goes down at the edge of the box. And it is Sidney Lopez Cabral who's penalised. Arm across the face of the Argentinian fullback, although the referee in fact has said play on. Looked as though he was going to blow up there for an Argentinian free kick, but we play on. Here's Moreira now for Cape Verde. Up toward the halfway line, just takes the safe option, and Pina. And then Borges. There's Duarte next to him. Duarte, that is. Pico Lopez. Duarte. Out to this left-hand side. Lopez Cabral. Lovely little shimmy of the hips to try and get beyond DePaul, who stuck to his task and then commits a late challenge on the Cape Verde fullback. Referee is penalised. The Argentinian midfielder, of course, also playing his football in Miami. Rodrigo de Paul not afraid to put his boot in, as we well know. Just a bit late there on Lopez Cabral as it came in. We see that challenge on Molina from the same player. Perhaps a bit lucky, but an early chance here for Cape Verde to fire this one into the box. Free kick along this left-hand side, just inside the Argentinian half. Lopez Cabral goes short to Jamaro Cabral. Ball floated into the back post, just about cleared away by Lisandro Martinez though. Picked up, here's Ryan Mendes over the far side. Taking on the fullback, low cross into the middle is blocked down by Medina. Throw in for Cape Verde, who've made a decent start here. 5 minutes gone. Argentina 0, Cape Verde 0. Mendes just dropping the ball down for Moreira. Also plays his football in the US with Columbus Crew. Long ball into Da Costa, trying to get the flick on. It's over his head. Lisandro Martinez away, flicked on by Lautaro Martinez, but it falls here at the feet of Pina. Now, here's Cabral. Jovan Cabral just bullied out of it by DePaul and Molina. Now Argentina can come forward. Messi picks it up in the centre circle. Gives it to Enzo Fernandez. Now McAllister shifted on further for Molina on this right-hand side. Infield to DePaul. Cape Verde working hard, but Argentina maintaining possession and control. Enzo Fernandez picking it up from the base of midfield. Thiago Almada trying to get involved. Back to Chelsea man, just shy of the halfway line. Lautaro Martinez has dropped short off the centre-back to pick up possession and finds Fernandez once more. Out to this right-hand side. Christian Romero crossing over halfway. Surveying his options. Molina is one of them out to his right-hand side. Cape Verde again just dropping off the ball. Little pass infield to McAllister though. He has it nicked off by Cabral, but Mendes can't quite control it. Tackle in there from Romero, and it's straight at the feet of Vozinha now. 94th cap for the 40-year-old today. Here's his football in the Portuguese second tier with Chavez. Here's Pico Lopez. Good news for him. His club side Shamrock Rovers winning tonight. They were in action against Sligo Rovers. Vozinha, ball into the feet of Da Costa. Can't control it, and it breaks in the middle now. Enzo Fernandez, Lautaro Martinez up with him. Can't release the pass, and it's cleared by Borges. And then Mendes on the chase on that loose ball. He's beaten Facundo Medina to it on the right hand side. Mendes at the edge of the Argentine box onto his left foot. Shot at goal is blocked And it just dribbles its way into the arms of Emiliano Martinez. Nice open start to this game. Cape Verde not afraid to hit Argentina on the counter. And world champions just need to be wary of that threat. Here's Alexis McAllister now. Rodrigo de Paul. Argentina need to get a real foothold in this game. But they're in possession now with Lisandro Martinez. In a direct traffic in front of him, pointing and gesturing at his teammates. Instead he just goes to his centre-back partner in Christian Romero. Messi gets on the ball, little pass to McAllister around the corner, then drop the shoulder and plays it out to this right-hand side. Goes down as he released the pass to Molina. Here's Rodrigo de Paul. McAllister just about to beat Duarte to the ball in the middle of the park. Pass out to the left-hand side. Medina gets there before Moreira into the feet of Thiago Almada. Now Enzo Fernandez along the left-hand side gets his head up. Lovely switch of play out to Molina. Well read though by Cabral, and now Cape Verde can maybe get on the counter-attack. Jovan Cabral finds his namesake Sidney Lopez. Cabral on this left-hand side, powering down. White and blue shirts surround him, and to Paul, Almada and Molina just converge on the fullback and win it back for the South American side. Here's McAllister. Messi makes a dart in behind, but the pass wasn't quite on, so McAllister holds onto the ball just inside the centre circle. To Messi now on this right hand side. Little ball in behind from Molina, who's made a forward run. Dini Borges is across though, and easy enough take for him, and it will be a goal kick. As we see a replay again, Vazinha showing a little drop of the shoulder to get beyond Lautaro Martinez. Full of confidence is the 40-year-old, and why not? Cape Verde go long into the middle. Duarte with the flick. Cabral gets there ahead of Romero, and is then just side down in the middle of the park by the Tottenham Hotspur defender. Free kick. And Argentina in this opening 10 or so minutes haven't quite had it all their own way. Just one of three teams who had a 100% record in the group stage, along with co-hosts Mexico and France. Convincing in that group alongside Algeria, Austria and Jordan. Is Pico Lopez stepping out of the back line. Little ball down the end, looking for DaCosta. Bit of miscommunication between the two as it goes straight to Emiliano Martinez. Here's Alexis McAllister now. Going to get things moving for Argentina in the middle of the park. Messi coming short to pick up possession, finding Lisandro Martinez, and now here's Enzo Fernandez. Messi free in the centre circle, and here is the Argentinian skipper. Just dropped the shoulder and finds Almada. Lovely little ball forward, searching for Lautaro Martinez, but Borges read that perfectly and clears for Cape Verde. Lisandro Martinez now on halfway. Alexis McAllister. Enzo Fernandez wants to attack down this left-hand side. A little layoff there by Almada. Just picked up possession again. 40 yards from the Cape Verde goal. Finds Lautaro Martinez. McAllister now. Little triangles developing for Argentina in the middle of the park as Enzo Fernandez comes out to this right-hand side. Here's Romero. Very narrow in there. Messi. First time layoff back to Romero, and now Rodrigo de Paul. Good pressure there from Jovan Cabral, and it's all the way back to Emiliano Martinez and the Argentinian goal. Is Lisandro Martinez approaching halfway. Nice insightful pass to the feet of Thiago Almada out to the left-hand side now. Medina's gotten forward, little reverse pass. Here's Enzo Fernandez, pulls it back to the penalty spot. Well read that time by Pina, and now Duarte leaves it back for Moreira as Cape Verde look to come forward. Moreira gets the return pass to Duarte, who does well to keep it in play initially, and then wins a throw-in from Medina. So, good defensive work there from Cape Verde. We're holding strong. Well, beaten in their last 5, Cape Verde. 4 draws in that. Just the 1 win against Serbia. Meanwhile, Argentina won their last 12. To go back to last qualifying game against Colombia. find a defeat for them. Ball in the hands now of Emiliano Martinez. Here's the Manchester United centre-back Lisandro Martinez. And carrying it out, no real pace or intent as Enzo Fernandez picks up possession just shy of the halfway line. Argentina thus far struggling to break down this Cape Verdean defence. No true chances to speak of for either side as of yet. Mendes had that shot that was blocked for Cape Verde, but we've yet to see any Messi magic or anything like that for Argentina. A long way to go. Out to this right-hand side. Almada tight with the touchline, has to go back to Medina. And Lisandro Martinez. Romero. Every Argentinian player inside the Cape Verde half. They're dropping deeper. Charo Martinez can't quite get hold of that ball from Almada. It's cleared by Pina, but again, Cape Verde just at the moment struggling to get out of their own half in any form of possession. We saw obviously this type of game against Spain in their opening fixture in Atlanta. Molina inside to Romero. Here's Alexis McAllister. Molina again along the right hand side to Paul. Tight on this touchline inside to McAllister once more. Argentina really zipping it about with any great intent. Comfortable in possession, not really going anywhere. Now can DePaul move centrally, have any influence? Enzo Fernandez onto Medina on the left hand side. Thought about the cross, but instead comes back, and here's Fernandez. Now Rodrigo DePaul, 35 yards from the Cape Verde goal. Lisandro Martinez looking forward, all very narrow in there as Cape Verde tries to squeeze Argentina infield. Romero inside the centre circle. DePaul. Enzo Fernandez. Again, avenue is closed down, forced back to DePaul, gets his head up, little slip pass, lovely interplay. Messi at the edge of the box, Messi onto his left foot, goes for the goal, and it's just dragged wide. First real sight for Leo Messi. Hasn't been involved too much, but comes alive as the ball comes to him in the box. Beats one defender, Borges goes to close him, just drags the shot wide of Vizinha's post. He was looking for that bottom corner. Nice little bit of interplay along that left-hand side for Argentina. And Messi, first opportunity for the skipper, searching for his 20th goal in this competition. Become the first player to feature 30 times. And you see David Beckham in the crowd. It's been doing the rounds a bit, has the former England captain at these games. Was influential in bringing Messi to Miami in the first place. Here's Rodrigo DePaul, back to Romero. Again, Argentina just holding on to the ball in the middle of the park. Martinez, Lisandro Martinez, that is. Ball coming narrow, but instead it's Enzo Fernandez who picks up possession. Rodrigo DePaul now carrying over the halfway line. Molina out to his right. Here is the Atletico Madrid man. Putting in field, but yeah, no real options for him other than Romero. Lisandro Martinez now gets his head up. Thought about the ball over the top to Medina, but holds on to it now. Enzo Fernandez. Argentina attacking down the left, and they've slipped it to Medina. Fernandez now inside the penalty area. Looking ahead, here's Thiago Almada. 30 yards from goal, just forced to twist and turn around Duarte. Still in possession. Messi now. Strong challenge in there from Pina, but referee has penalised the Cape Verde player, and this is a dangerous opportunity here. Ball fed into Messi by Almada. In fact, it was Cabral coming across to make the challenge. Bit of a harsh decision maybe from Drew Fisher. Cabral got some of the ball, but he did come in from an angle, and this is prime Lionel Messi territory. 30 yards out, slightly left of the posts. Vizinha about to organise his wall. We saw him score from a free kick against Jordan in the final group game. Got a glorious one against Nigeria back in the group stages in Brazil in 2014 as well. Tying that left boot of his as they make their preparations Vozinha just trying to get as many people in that wall as he can. DePaul standing near the ball as well, but you can imagine there'll only be one player to hit this. Messi hunkered down, looks up, places the ball on the spot. Fans on their feet in the stadium in Miami. DePaul and Messi just protesting. I think at how far the wall is away. But Messi now ready to take. Possibly wrong side for a left footer, but this is Lionel Messi. One look above the wall, steps up, left footed, over the wall, into towards the bottom corner. It's a relatively handy take for Vozinha. Never really got the power on it, did Messi, on target, but a routine save for Vozinha. Gets it up and over the wall, does Messi, but fairly central and was dipping before it really reached the goal. So first effort on target this game goes the way of Lionel Messi and Argentina, but Vozinha equal to it. Here's DePaul now in the centre circle. Lofts one over the top. It's a brilliant ball. Laid off toward Messi. Vozinha out at the feet. It was Molina who got in behind. Offside flag may have been up anyway. DePaul with a glorious pick out to his fullback. And then a first-time layoff from Molina inside to Messi. But Vozinha, alert to the danger, just smothers it. And suddenly Messi is just starting to come alive a bit. Vozinha, possession inside his own 6-yard box again. Fakes the pass, sells Lautaro Martinez a dummy. Then Borges, risky ball into the middle of the pitch. Moreira does really well to pick it up ahead of Fernandez and now drive forward for Cape Verde. Good stuff this from Steven Moreira. Out to Lopez Cabral on this left-hand side. First venture forward into the Argentinian half in a while, but then Moreira gives possession away. Here's Lautaro Martinez now, only Messi up with him. DePaul joins in. First time Paul back to McAllister, and he plays it out to the left-hand side. Lisandro Martinez. Now here's Enzo Fernandez. Over on the left-hand side. Argentina have just slowed it down, which has allowed Cape Verde to get back into their shape. Almada coming in off his win to find Messi, who's dropped a bit deeper now to pick up possession. McAllister and Almada once more. Little ball into DePaul, who carries it one way and then finds Molina over on this right-hand touchline. Messi in a lot of space in the centre circle. Looks up, surveys his options. Goes short to Enzo Fernandez. Medina high and wide on the left-hand side. The full-back gets it. Low cross to the edge of the box. Easily read by Pina. And now here comes the counter-attack from Cape Verde, led by Kevin Pina. Wants an option out to the right, which is Mendes. He comes short to pick up possession. Infield now as far as Duarte. He's Cabral. Jovan Cabral, that is. Sidney Lopez Cabral in support on this left wing. Drop of the shoulder, feint inside, and DeRoy Duarte finds Pina. And Moreira. Cape Verde just wanting to hold on to the ball for a moment or two. They've been sitting deep in their own half for a while. Pico Lopez now to Borges. Roy Duarte as Argentina apply a small bit of pressure. Lopez out to the right-hand side. Mendes comes short. Lovely little dribble past Enzo Fernandez and now release the ball out to the left-hand side. And Lopez Cabral just can't quite get it under control. Lovely play by Ryan Mendes. Initially, just a little movement to get around Fernandez. He wasn't too committed in the challenge, but the pass out to the left-hand side just not on target. And it's a throw to Argentina, and they've just wasted a bit of possession there. Lionel Scaloni on his feet, barking instructions at his side. Argentina, of course, searching for their 4th consecutive international trophy. 2 continental championships, a world championship as well. Takes a lot to be immortal in a footballing country such as Argentina, but that might just do it. There's Lopez Cabral back to Roy Duarte into Pina. Duarte again over on this left-hand side. Borges on the edge of his own box. Over to the right-hand side. Here's Pico Lopez. Bit of space in front of him to attack, but he's just misplaced that pass. Mendes went over the top. He went short. Now here's Fernandez. Finds the feet of Messi. Nice first touch. It comes out to Rodrigo de Paul. Lifts it back over the top. Messi just trying to control inside the Cape Verde box. Gets surrounded by defenders and has it nicked off him. Nuno da Costa then beaten to it by Romero, but then Fernandez was slow and Pina can drive forward here for Cape Verde into the Argentine half. Has Moreira in support out to his right hand side. Now Mendes. Moreira again. And Pico Lopez infield to Duarte. Short to the feet of Johanna Cabral. Now to Sidney Lopez Cabral now. A few little step overs as he tries to take on De Paul. Just loses control of it though. Allows De Paul to come in and nick it off him. Now here's Enzo Fernandez. And Sandro Martinez carrying it out from the edge of his own penalty area. McAllister comes short as Manchester United and Liverpool connect. Messi now is peeled out to this right hand side and picks up possession. A little drop of the shoulder, goes past one. Messi, ball down the sideline looking for Molina, well read that time by Cabral. And Duarte infield picks it up for Cape Verde. Back to Cabral and now Borges trying to play their way out from the back, could be dangerous. Borges under pressure from Messi, but gets his clearance up toward Da Costa, who takes a tumble under the challenge of Romero. Da Costa furious, felt as though there was an infringement there. Drew Fisher says play on. Enzo Fernandez now for Argentina. 24 minutes gone, approaching the first hydration break. Still Argentina 0, Cape Verde 0. Switch of play out to this right hand side. Molina chests it down for Rodrigo de Paul. Martinez and Messi in the middle. De Paul gets his head up, floats it into the middle. Borges away for Cape Verde. Throw in on this near side for Argentina. As they're just still trying to stay strong, this Cape Verde defence. Still scoreless. They've more than held their own here as we hit the first hydration break of the game. Argentina 0, Cape Verde 0. Few flashes for Lionel Messi. One from a free kick, one layoff from Molina. A shot dragged wide, but other than that, Cape Verde haven't looked too bothered at the back. Vizinha playing with real confidence, particularly with the ball at his feet. You see Lautaro Martinez. Haven't seen too much of him really in the game. Julian Alvarez, of course, on the bench, another fantastic option. The heat in Miami at the moment reaching 32 degrees at the time of kickoff. So the fluids on board, well needed. So the winner of this will face another African side, Egypt, beating Australia on penalties in the earlier game today. That will be Tuesday evening, or Tuesday midday local time, in Atlanta in the round of 16. See Argentina well expected to progress through this round, but Cape Verde doing well at the moment. Long way to go. Scaloni speaking with Molina and Martinez. And now Facundo Medina. I wonder if he wants more support from his fullbacks, particularly on that left hand side. Medina got forward on a few occasions as they looked decent along that left hand touchline. And then Vizinha also in conversation with the staff, as we see Diego Simeone in the stands. Of course, his son Giuliano among the Argentine substitutes. Former Argentinian international, of course, the Atletico Madrid manager. 5 of his players in this Argentina squad. Juan Musso, the goalkeeper. Molina, obviously the full-back. Thiago Almada, Julian Alvarez, and of course his son Giuliano. How much longer Julian Alvarez will be This player remains to be seen. Players ready to continue now after this hydration break. Throw in for Argentina, deep in the Cape Verdean half, level with the edge of the 18-yard box. Now Molina with the ball in his hands. No goals as of yet. A reminder, obviously, as this is knockout, extra time and penalties await if we're level after 90. Alexis McAllister back to Molina now, wanting movement ahead of him, drops it inside for Lautaro Martinez. Nice ball, Medina, ball out of his feet as Almada in support. Just forced back though by good Cape Verdean defensive structure. Now Lisandro Martinez slows it right down, plays it to his right. Romero, Molina comes short to get on the ball. DePaul makes a little bit of a shimmy down the line, but pass can't be played to him, so they recycle it back into the middle once more. Lisandro Martinez, little ball over top. He's found Messi, lovely first touch, Messi! It was only a matter of time. Lionel Messi gets his 7th goal in 4 games, and what an opener! An absolutely brilliant pick out by Lisandro Martinez, dinked over the top. Messi peels away from Dini Borges. The first touch is delightful, kills it, and then pokes it past the onrushing Bosnia. And just on the half-hour mark, it is the magic man again, Lionel Messi. 8 games in a row he's scored now. And it is absolutely sumptuous. The first touch and the finish. You can't expect much more from this man, but he keeps on delivering. Argentina ahead. And who else but Lionel Messi? What a goal for the world champions. And of course, Messi will get the headlines, but the vision from Lisandro Martinez, it's a brilliant assist from the Manchester United man. Puts the pass on a sixpence, but there was still a lot to do. But you're always going to have faith that he could deliver, as he has time and time and time again. Lionel Messi, 20 goals at this stage. He continues to set the pace at the top of the historic standings. He has now 7 goals in 4 games. It's his 6th knockout goal. It's the one and only Lionel Messi. And what do Cape Verde have in response here as Borges just about escapes Messi to release the pass? Here's Pico Lopez now looking ahead, finds the feet of Ryan Mendes. Heavy touch for him. Possession given away. Lautaro Martinez trying to make something happen, just overruns it himself, and it's back with the Argentine goalkeeper now. Having done so well for the opening half an hour or so, Cape Verde are behind. 39 years old Lionel Messi, and yet the magic touch has not gone away. Here's Lisandro Martinez again. Romero into Alexis McAllister. Now out to this right-hand side. Rodrigo de Paul. Messi coming short. Little drop of the shoulder and a sprint down the line, but he stopped in his tracks really well by Cabral, who takes it back the other way. Carries infield, takes a tumble, little shove at the back there from Molina. Jovan Cabral doing really well there. Not fazed by the challenge in front from as Bobista prowls the Cape Verde touchline. Wondering what he can say to his players. Here's Pina. And Duarte. Lopez Cabral on this left-hand side. Drop of the shoulder, carries infield, looks for a switch of play out towards Mendes, but that's that all wrong. That's an applause from his captain, but it's straight out over the end line for an Argentine goal kick. goes short. Martinez. To Romero, who just has to chase this under a bit of pressure from DaCosta, but ghosts past him. Ball into the middle, helped on by Enzo Fernandez and Messi, and out to Medina on the left-hand side. Argentina playing with real confidence now. And Messi drops into his own half to pick up the ball. Carries forward, looking up as ever. Into this right-hand side, Rodrigo de Paul reverses it back towards Messi. To the middle of the park. There's Martinez. Callister picks it up. Now here's Messi. 35 yards from goal. Gets the head down. Carries toward the edge of the box. Molina out on this right hand side. Into the middle. Almada shaping to shoot. Tries to get it onto his left foot. Trying to find Messi. Just a touch evaded him that time, but Cabral taking it the other way. DaCosta laid it back to Cabral now. If you can get the pass, Mendes is in a lot of space on the right hand side. Duarte though can't get hold of it. Referee thought about pulling it back for a foul on Duarte. Morris Duarte that is, but don't really see an infringement there. And it remains 1-0, just over 10 minutes to go till the end of the first 45. Obviously we'll have at least 3 minutes of additional time. As Argentina continue to attack. Martinez again. He went to the exact same spot where he got the assist from. McAllister. De Paul. Molina makes a dart in behind. De Paul instead goes over the other side towards Almada, but he won't be able to control that. Good tracking back there by Mendes. And it'll be a throw into Cape Verde. As we see the golden boot standings. Mbappe, one behind Messi now. Haaland and Kane, two behind. As we see the goal again. The first touch with the outside of the left foot to stop it dead, and then the second touch is the finish, composed past Vozinha. There is only one Lionel Messi. What a player, what a goal. How could you ever doubt him at 39 years of age in his sixth time at this tournament? Here's Martinez again. Thought about playing the ball once more, but decided not to. Keeps it short to Romero. Floats it out to the left-hand side. Almada in a bit of space for Argentina. Back to Medina. Enzo Fernandez and Almada. Medina continues his run forward. Fernandez just forced back to Sandro Martinez. There's Christian Romero. Alexis McAllister now. First time ball out to the right hand side. Molina is there, but the offside flag is up. Just drifted. Wasn't even necessarily looking at the ball, was Naum Molina. I don't think he was expecting it too much. And playing offside. Here's Pico Lopez now. Right to Morera. Duarte now. Pina just sidesteps around Lautaro Martinez. Back to Duarte. Finds his brother Geroy, and now Lopez Cabral. Cape Verde just trying to get hold of possession here. As Lopez forward for Morera. Ryan Mendes in maybe a right back position. Argentina applying a bit of pressure. Lopez forward for Morera again. Plays it down the line, searching for DaCosta. Gets a deflection, so thrown to Cape Verde. Over on the right hand side. Stephen Morera to take. Back to Pico Lopez. Vozinha now has been beaten. Third clean sheet in 4 games, evading him. Playing it around the back again, Cape Verde. Here's Pico Lopez. Little Incisive pass towards Duarte, lofted forward. Da Costa gets the flick as far as Mendes, one in the air that time by Romero, but breaks from Herrera here. Over on the right-hand side, good work from Herrera, trying to get a cross in, fires it in, but just lost control of it right at the very end, and it's out for a goal kick for Argentina. They've put together some nice pattern to play, Cape Verde, but just missing that final end product. Really, only have had the one shot on goal in this first half. Argentina taking the lead right after the hydration break. A few chances before, and for a second before the break. Molina now, heavy touch from the full-back though, he's overrun it. Conceded a needless throw-in on this right-hand side. So it will be a Cape Verde ball. It's Lopez Cabral go back to Borges. And you just lost sight of Messi for half a second for the goal. Lopez into Pina. Picks up possession on halfway. Mendes back to Herrera. And here's Maros Duarte. There's a free man again. It's his brother, Leroy Duarte. Mendes once more. On the right hand side for Cape Verde. Duarte once more, picking it up inside the Argentine half, stopped in his tracks by Alexis McAllister, but Pina is there to pick up the pieces. Now Cabral puts inside onto his right foot. Free on the right hand side is Herrera. Can he get the cross in? Mendes was there, it's beyond him. Comes to Lopez Cabral on the left hand side. First venture forward for Cape Verde. Mendes, ball into the box, but Medina hammers clear. Duarte was waiting at the back post. Pico Lopez coming all the way out to win the header, but Argentina win it back. Lopez with the challenge on Almada, who was being dragged back by Duarte. Free kick given. And just couldn't quite get the ball into the box. Pick out someone in there, Cape Verde. Argentina now have it with Romero. Alessandro Martinez once more. Alexis McAllister. Cape Verde just coming out of their shape a bit and pressing the Argentine midfield as they get on it. Here's DePaul on halfway. Over on this right hand side. Infield to Alexis McAllister. DePaul once more. Now Cape Verde just drop everyone behind the ball. Messi lurking on this right hand touchline. DePaul driving run forward. Did well to be stopped there by Cabral. Now Lopez Cabral has it nicked off and by Messi along the right hand side. Infield to Fernandez. Almada, Facundo Medina busting a gut to get on the overlap. Almada ignores him and plays it infield. Here's McAllister. Molina. Now Argentina searching for a second. Good work from Cape Verde to force it back to Romero. Every Argentine player again within 45 yards of the Cape Verde goal. Here's Rodrigo DePaul, picked up a little pocket of space. Messi wants it to feet inside. DePaul keeps it himself, tries to find Almada, comes to the back post. Medina, Messi now at the edge of the box, clips it forward. Enzo Fernandez, but flag is up. For an earlier offside in the move. I think it's against Medina. So it will be free kick to Cape Verde. Here's Pico Lopez. Square to Borges. And Sidney Cabral. Lovely drop of the shoulder by Cabral that goes past Molina. Really good from the Cape Verde winger. Ball into the middle. Doesn't quite work out. Well read that time by Enzo Fernandez. Right place at the right time to snuff out that danger, and then goes down under the challenge of Leroy Duarte. Lovely little drop of the shoulder there by Jovan Cabral to get around Molina. Just couldn't quite get the pass. Romero. Fernandez. Out to the left-hand side. Medina. Into Martinez, pressured by DeCosta, who nearly closed him down, but gets it back to his goalkeeper. Here's Romero. Cabral comes to meet him, but it's out to Molina now. Argentina playing their way out of defence. DePaul's pass towards Messi just about reaches the skipper, and then a foul by Borges on Messi right on the sideline. Gives a free kick to Argentina. In fact, it was Lopez Cabral. He's just a fraction of a second late. Long ball forward, looking for Lautaro Martinez. Vozinha did well to scamper out to claim it, and then just got a little nick from the Inter captain as they both chase that. So it will be a free kick to Cape Verde. As we approach the conclusion of this first half. First half that in many ways has gone all right for Cape Verde, but in others they're 1-0 down, and sometimes there's just nothing you can do to stop that man wearing the number 10. For Argentina is Romero. Alexis McAllister. You feel a second Argentine goal here certainly put this game beyond Cape Verde's reach. Batista would want to get them into the dressing room at halftime to regroup. Lisandro Martinez. Here's Christian Romero. Argentine centre backs playing with walking pace, but then Martinez fizzes one into the feet of Fernandez. Thiago Almada back to Medina. Fernandez and Almada once more. There's Lisandro Martinez. Surveying the options ahead of him. Not much there, so he goes back to his centre-back partner, Christian Romero. Alexis McAllister now, trying to find Messi. Cut out by Lopez. Back to Martinez. Lovely save by Vozinha. Snapshot from the edge of the box on target. Still there for Argentina. Messi on this right-hand side. Faced by three Cape Verde defenders. Back to DePaul. In fact, it was Enzo Fernandez who had that effort after the ball broke to him. There's Medina. Back to McAllister. Vozinha down to his left to just parry that away. Here's Rodrigo DePaul now. Alexis McAllister. Argentina looking ominous here. Lisandro Martinez. We've played the first 45 minutes, 4 additional ones at the end of this first half. Martinez looking for the exact same ball towards Messi. Just overcooks this one slightly. Borges, I think, does enough, but it's nearly the exact same pass as we see that Enzo Fernandez effort again. Lopez does well to get in front of Lautaro Martinez. It breaks to Fernandez at the edge of the box. Tries to just wrap his foot around it to find that bottom corner. Smart stop from Vozinha. 2 hands on it to parry away. Header one in the middle of the park though for Argentina. Here's Almada on the left hand side. Enzo Fernandez just forced back to the halfway line to Martinez, and now Romero. Striding forward. Has defeated Rodrigo DePaul. Out to this right hand side, Molina. DePaul wants the return and gets it back. Thought about the cross, but instead finds Molina again. Rodrigo DePaul now. Carries infield from the right hand touchline. Enzo Fernandez. Studs on the ball, looks to his left, finds Lisandro Martinez. Messi coming short to get on the ball. Back to goal, 30 yards from the posts. Messi, little ball over the top, looking for Medina, well cut out by Moreira. Cape Verde can't quite clear the lines. It's back with Messi, tries a nutmeg on Borges, who stands his ground well. Now Cape Verde have a chance of a counter. Cabral though can't quite get that to stick. Possession is overturned. Lautaro Martinez, here's Fernandez. Ball ricochets off a defender, and then Messi just fouls Lopez Cabral from behind as they were both looking for that ball. Just quite react quick enough, did Leo Messi, to that. And it will be a Cape Verde free kick. See that Vozinha save again from Fernandez. It's Duarte now for Cape Verde. Over to Lopez in the halfway line. To Borges. Messi just lurking in front of him. He comes out to his left. To Roy Duarte. Now Pico Lopez again. First touch, gets it out of his feet, crosses into the Argentinian half. Into the right hand side now. Ryan Mendes, little ball down the channel. Duarte's continued his run. Laros Duarte this is, but he's stopped in his track. Good challenge there by Medina. And now Almada trying to lead a late charge in this half for Argentina. Fernandez finds McAllister and then picks it back up, sprayed out to this right hand side. Rodrigo De Paul, Molina up in support with him. De Paul comes back in field as far as Enzo Fernandez, and now Leo Messi picks it up. Messi in the centre circle, just slowing everything down. Plays it out in front of him, and now here's Romero into the opposition half. McAllister wanted in front of him, instead he comes back as far as Enzo Fernandez. Do you wonder if the heat in Miami is just playing a bit of a factor towards the end of this half? Argentina just slowing the pace of everything down a bit. Obviously, Cape Verde trying to play with a bit more intensity, but tough in these conditions. McAllister. Over to Romero again. Alessandro Martinez. Argentina just playing down to the end of this 4 minutes, which are nearly up. First half, which they've shown real flashes, and in particular one moment of pure quality from you-know-who, as Drew Fisher blows his half-time whistle at the break. Argentina 1, Cape Verde 0. Leo Messi's 7th goal in this competition. His 7th in 4 games, 20 overall for him. Breaks the deadlock just shy of the half-hour mark. A delightful pick out from Lisandro Martinez over the top. Messi ghosts in behind Dini Borges. It's an immaculate first touch from the Argentine skipper and a brilliant finish past the on-rushing Vozinha. Enzo Fernandez drawn a save from the veteran goalkeeper. Messi has dragged a shot wide as well. Cape Verde defended well for a lot of the first half, but did not have an answer for Leo Messi, as few do. Half-time score, Argentina 1, Cape Verde 0. We'll be back in just a bit for the second half.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Welcome back for the second half here in Miami. Argentina leading Cape Verde by a Lionel Messi goal to nil in this round of 32 clash. A place in the last 16 against Egypt in Atlanta on Tuesday. The prize awaiting. No changes for either side at the break. Argentina, Martinez in goal. Molina, Romero, Martinez, Medina at the back. DePaul, McAllister, Fernandez, Almada across the middle. Messi, Martinez up front for Cape Verde. Vozinha in goal. Moreira, Lopez, Borges, Cabral across the back. Pina, Duarte and Duarte in the middle. Mendes and Cabral out wide with Da Costa leading the line. Argentina getting us going for the second half, shooting from right to left. Can they put this game beyond the African side and end the journey? What a debut it's been for Cape Verde, regardless of the result this afternoon. Still a long way to go, still room for a shock, of course, but running out of time and a goal down without really creating much in that game either. It is Argentina, the defending champions, in control of proceedings here, as Lisandro Martinez plays it square for Romero, just sidling up toward the halfway line. Martinez again. Under a bit of pressure from Mendes, so finds Romero once more. Again, thought about the switch of play, but instead just keeps it simple to Molina on the right-hand side. Here is Lisandro Martinez crossing over the halfway line. Back to this right-hand side towards Thiago Almada. So Fernandez coming short to pick up possession, and now Romero, Cape Verde dropping deep yet again. Rodrigo De Paul gets it out of his feet and finds Messi on the right hand side. A ball down the channel. Almada, who does well to hold on to possession, but then gives it away as he tried to find Molina. Slappy there on the Atletico Madrid man, looking for his club teammate. Here's Duarte into Pina. Passed by Lautaro Martinez. Duarte back to Borges. Now almost the penalty area for Vozinha. Pico Lopez to his right. Lopez finds the feet of Mendes, who comes short off the right hand side to pick it up. Nice football as Sidney Cabral plays it infield. Duarte now spins around his man and picks a lovely ball. Moreira's forward from right back. If he can reach it, he can. Here is Steven Moreira. Early chance for Cape Verde. Moreira finds Da Costa at the edge of the box. Heavy first touch from the centre forward. Just allows Argentina to get bodies around to clear. Nuno Da Costa's been fairly isolated up front and just couldn't quite get that under control. It was a nice move from Cape Verde. Now, here's Cabral over to Sidney Cabral on the left hand side, taking on Molina on the outside. Plays it against the full back, and it's the corner kick. First corner kick of the game for Cape Verde. bright start, first corner kick of the game altogether to the second half from the African side. Emiliano Martinez organising everyone. Sidney Cabral, Lopez Cabral with the corner kick. Outswinger with the left foot towards the middle of the goal, headed away to the edge of the box. Messi with the first time layoff, only as far as a Verde player. It was Giovanni Cabral who had felt it, who had it go from way out, and I think he got a deflection, and it's out for another corner. Loose pass from Messi, and it was Rodrigo de Paul just gets his toe on it. But here comes another corner. Good start to this second half for Cape Verde. Lopez Cabral again to take. Chico Lopez, couldn't pin you. Like a weight in the box. Lopez Cabral, outswinger this time with the right, delivers towards the far post, and a clash of heads in there as two Cape Verde players collide. They clear at Argentina, but there's still a player down in the penalty area. They play on, a bit of a wild swing in it there from Ryan Mendes. Looks like Giovanni Cabral is down on the field of play. You see it, Borges gets his head to it, and then Cabral came steaming in behind. Two of them did clash, but comes to nothing as Martinez just bumps Lopez in the air, illegally so according to the referee. So free kick to Cape Verde. Carl Martinez hasn't really gone his way so far today. Was he on the score sheet last time out against Jordan from the penalty spot? Rosinha plays it into Pina in the middle of the park, out to Moreira, and closed down as far as Lopez clipped one into the feet of Da Costa. He can't quite get that to stick, and now it's at the feet of McAllister. Back to Enzo Fernandez now. There's Medina to the Cape Verde half. Fernandez again. Almada looking lively in front of him, but Fernandez will just hold on to it. Find Lissandro Martins. Here's Romero. Da Costa working hard, but just running out a bit of energy in that presses. Enzo Fernandez gets it going again. McAllister alongside him. Now to the right hand side. Here's Molina. And then Romero. Argentina just moving from right to left before Lautaro Martinez comes short, runs into wall of Pina, though, gives possession away. Now here's Duarte for Cape Verde. Lopez Cabral trying to get up alongside him, goes to Giovanni Cabral. Now here is Lopez Cabral. Back as far as to Roy Duarte. Cape Verde holding on to a bit of possession. Here's Borges. As we close off the avenue to Pico Lopez, so it's back with Cabral now. Little check inside towards Da Costa, well read that time by Romero, cleared by Molina towards De Paul. Lovely little layoff to find Lautaro Martinez. De Paul once more. Now Molina. Argentina defend that very well. And Emiliano Martinez now into the middle of the park. McAllister picks up, looks forward, finds Messi, his first touch really of the second half. Lissandro Martinez. Messi again demanding it to feet and picking it up just shy of halfway. Messi, switch of play is on. Over to the right hand side, and he's picked him out, and he can't quite control that. It was Molina making the move from right back from the wing inside. Messi found him. May have just been a touch too much on it, but Molina was through and in behind. Couldn't quite get it to stick though. And it's a goal kick. Moreira and then clipped as he drove past Almada. Free kick to Cape Verde. Moreira perhaps lucky that it was a foul there as he was giving away possession. Lopez switches it out to Lopez Cabral on the far side. Changes pass with Borges. Lopez Cabral now down the left hand channel. Da Costa trying to get there with Martinez, who does well to just hook it over his head and out for a Cape Verde throw in, but it is the African side again in possession here. They've been good in these opening 8 minutes or so of this second half. Here's Ryan Mendes now, over on the right-hand side. Looking ahead, digs one down the line. Moreira with the low cross to Costa again. Touch less than bound, breaks to the edge of the box. Duarte with the effort. It's a good save from Martinez. Leroy Duarte with the first effort on target for Cape Verde. They've been much improved since half-time. to Costa. Heavy touch from him. Fernandez couldn't clear. And it came out to Duarte. Left-footed effort from the edge of the box. Martinez had to be alert to it. And it remains 1-0. Better from Cape Verde though. Argentina have won a throw inside the opposition half. Lopez just clearing it under the attention of Lautaro Martinez. And then Romero. Argentina just need to be aware they are ahead and have been in control for vast swathes of this game, but it's still only one. Sandro Martinez now. Here's Medina. Now the Cape Verde press comes. Martinez back to Medina. Takes the pass down the line to Almada. Comes back in field for McAllister. In the middle of the pitch. Forward now. Renzo Fernandez. Almada's peeled out to this left-hand side. And for options infield, only has Lisandro Martinez. Shifted further on to Christian Romero. Now out wide for Rodrigo de Paul along the right-hand side. Carries infield. Nice ball to McAllister. Messi back to De Paul. This is really good. De Paul dances his way to the edge of the box. It's only half cleared. Messi picks it up. Here's Enzo Fernandez now. Support from Medina. Thought about the cross. Instead comes back to Fernandez. Rides a few challenges trying to escape pressure. Fernandez still going. De Paul into Messi. Stopped by Lopez. And eventually Cape Verde trying to scramble it clear as Duarte gets it back to Vozinha. Under pressure from Messi as the goalkeeper, just forced to hack it clear along the left-hand side. Oh, very tight along the edge of that Cape Verde box, but they managed to get it across. And Romero in possession again for Argentina. De Paul, with an unorthodox laid off back to the Tottenham Hotspur man, but Molina forced to go all the way back to Emi Martinez. Clearance into the middle is only as far as Pina. Poor from the Aston Villa goalkeeper. And now Cape Verde have numbers forward. Here's Duarte in the middle of the park. Pina gets away from De Paul. Here's Cabral. There's Lopez Cabral in support along the left-hand side. Leroy Duarte. Lopez steps out of defence and plays it out to Moreira on this right-hand side. Moreira just leaves that behind him, allows Medina to get the challenge in, but he's given possession away again. Here's Duarte. Back to Pina. Under pressure from Lautaro Martinez. Borges. And now Pico Lopez just inside the Argentine half. Looking ahead, plays it down the right-hand side. He wanted De Costa to make the run, but he held it. And it's straight out of play for a goal kick. As we see that Vozinha clearance under pressure from Messi. And again that Duarte hit from outside the box through the legs of Romero, so it's a good stop from Emi Martinez, who saw it late. Did well to hang on to it as well. Martinez back to goal now. Finds McAllister under pressure from De Costa. Over to the right-hand side. Here's Rodrigo de Paul. Argentina just holding on to possession once more. Molina on the right-hand side. Fizzes one in toward Almada. Good challenge in there from Borges again. Cape Verde carry it forward, and then De Costa just hacked down there by Romero on halfway. Christian Romero perhaps a bit lucky to escape a yellow there. Real cynical foul. In fact, on Duarte, just catch him on the left foot. And this time Drew Fisher keeps the cards in his pocket. Inside from Moreira to Mendes. Fullback gets it, the return pass. And Duarte, who couldn't quite Carried on towards Da Costa. Argentina have it again. De Paul into Messi. Forward for Martinez. Lopez read that though. Intercepts, and now is Duarte. Back to Pina. Carrying forward through Argentinian defenders. Da Costa. First time layoff to Moreira. Cape Verde growing in a bit of confidence here. Mendes. Duarte. Into his brother Laros. Out to the left hand side. Here's Lopez Cabral now. Taking on Molina. Cuts inside. Duarte again. Gets it out of his feet. Loose ball though. Intercepted that time by Enzo Fernandez. And now clipped forward. Pico Lopez intercepts though. Gets there before Messi. And here comes the Cape Verde pressure again. Moreira out to the right hand side. Here's Ryan Mendes. Can he get the cross in? It's a low one. Duarte with the effort. It's level. Cape Verde level. It's Leroy Duarte. Unbelievable scenes in Miami. Duarte has drawn Cape Verde level against the world champions. Brilliantly picked out by Mendes. And it is 1-1. The pressure had been building from Cape Verde. It's a delightful little pass inside. And Duarte takes one touch before firing underneath Emiliano Martinez. The first goal for his country for Leroy Duarte. Argentina asleep at the back. They work it down the right hand side. Mendes with the ball into the box. And Duarte has time to pick a shot. Puts it between Lisandro Martinez's legs. Emiliano Martinez closed the near post. He can't keep it out. And it is 1-1 between Argentina and Cape Verde. Incredible scenes. And then just on the hour, do we have a game in store here? What a sequence of events. Argentina haven't gotten started in this second half at all. Cape Verde starting to build a bit of confidence, and they have drawn level against the world champions. And the blue shirts, thoroughly outnumbered in the stands, go crazy. 1-1. And Lionel Scaloni has seen enough here. Double change incoming. Julian Alvarez will be introduced relatively soon, as will Nico Gonzalez, I think. Unbelievable scenes here. And can Argentina respond here? Over to the right hand side. Lautaro Martinez just muscled off the ball by Sidney Cabral, but he's given it straight to Messi. He can't get beyond Borges, and then Duarte just hacks clear. Lisandro Martinez now in the centre circle. Finds Enzo Fernandez. His pass towards Messi again. Duarte in the way. Rodrigo De Paul. Switch of play out to this left hand side. Picks out Medina. Header back across the penalty area. Pina does well to control it and then boot it clear. Here's Lisandro Martinez. And what scenes we have here. 1-1 between the champions and the debutants. Just over half an hour to go here. Romero in the centre circle. Again, slows it down. Martinez, lovely layoff. Messi in behind. Messi, saved by Fosinha. And again, a Borges scrambles clear. Unbelievable from the Cape Verde goalkeeper. Denies Messi. Surely the lead goal. It's a brilliant flick around the corner from Lautaro Martinez. Messi through one-on-one against Fosinha. Right-footed. It's straight at the goalkeeper. And then they scramble the rebound clear. What an opportunity that is from Leo Messi. But he cannot take it. Here comes the double change now. Lautaro Martinez off. He'll be replaced by Alvarez. Up front, had a bit more dynamism. Thiago Almada also off. Nico Gonzalez on in his place. Lionel Scaloni probably cannot believe what he's witnessing here. Messi. You would have put your house on him to stick that one in the back of the net. He has a corner now to deliver from the right-hand side. In swinger into the 6-yard box. It's straight into the gloves of Vozinha, who's just denied him. What a story he is, the 40-year-old goalkeeper. Now Sidney Cabral. Over to Cabral on the left-hand side. Confidence surging through those Cape Verdean players now. Here's the goal scorer, Duarte. Pina into Ryan Mendes. Pico Lopez under pressure from Gonzalez. Gives it back to Vozinha. And Borges. Argentina just pressing a bit more here. And ball given away nearly in the centre. McAllister bundles into Cabral. Referee says play on. Here is Alexis McAllister. Rodrigo de Paul out to his right hand side. McAllister again. Here's Molina joining the attack. De Paul infield once more. Messi picks it up 30 yards from goal. Plays it out to this left hand side. Gonzalez. Nice first touch from him, taking on Moreira. Gonzalez stopped in his tracks. Has Medina in support. Just leaves that pass slightly short, but picks it up again. Nico Gonzalez. Infield to Lisandro Martinez. Now here's Fernandez. Medina down this left hand side near the byline. Just cuts back and finds Enzo Fernandez once more. McAllister and Fernandez. Switches play out to the right hand side. Romero. De Paul. Argentina moving from side to side. McAllister heaves one out to the left. Gonzalez, first time layoff towards Fernandez, doesn't quite work out. Cape Verde clear. As a double change is coming for them as well. João Montero, one of those players about to come on for Cape Verde. Argentina on the attack once more. Here's Enzo Fernandez on the left hand side. Infield as far as McAllister. Over to the right, Molina. Cape Verde just dropping ever so slightly deeper. They try to absorb this pressure. Lisandro Martinez now. Alvarez coming short to get involved. Here is Julian Alvarez now, 35 yards from goal. Getting ahead of him. It's all very tight in there. His only option is Romero. Molina again. De Paul wide on the right hand side. Again, Argentina holding on to possession but not going anywhere with it. Martinez lifts one over the top. Gonzalez, lovely layoff to the edge of the box. Fernandez tried the shot but skews it and it's wide. They want the corner, they're not going to get it. Lisandro Martinez with that little clip ball over the top again. This time to Nico Gonzalez. Couldn't quite pick him out though. Here comes the substitutions for Cape Verde. Duarte is off. Laros Duarte, that is. He's replaced by Montero. And then Nuno da Costa also being withdrawn. And in his place is Daylon Livramento, who started the game against Saudi Arabia. Like for like swap. Livramento playing in Italy with Casapia. Will go straight up front. Cape Verde go short from the goal kick. Borges to Vozinha, who now goes long towards Livramento. Over his head. And now Martinez square to Romero, to De Paul. Rodrigo De Paul still carrying forward on the halfway. Looks for Alvarez. Touch is heavy, but it's still there. Now Messi, 30 yards from goal, just gets hauled to the ground there, Leo Messi, by Pina, and it's the game's first yellow card. Kevin Pina protesting with the Canadian referee, but fall on deaf ears. Just a drag back Off the shirt, and Messi takes a tumble. Free kick awarded. Pina picks up the booking. And as we approach just over 20 minutes to go, hydration break surely close. Free kick, it's fairly central. It looks to be maybe slightly too far out, but Messi has placed the ball down. Paul standing near it as well. Vozinha organising that wall. Similar range there. Pina scored his free kick against Uruguay, you'd have to say. Down that same end as well. In the same stadium. Messi surveying what's in front of him. It's a three-man wall for Cape Verde. Messi steps up, goes for goal. It's straight against the wall. Now, Cape Verde trying to win the second ball. Big challenges going in there, but Argentina have won it back. McAllister. There's Lisandro Martinez now. Looking for options. Not really moving with him, so he just goes to Romero. Now Rodrigo de Paul. Just on the halfway line. Lisandro Martinez again. Medina. On this left-hand side. Straight to the feet of Lisandro Martinez. Now Romero stepping forward. Little ball over the top. Can't quite find Gonzalez. Cleared by Moreira. Heavy touch in there. Allows Alvarez to snip in and win it back for Argentina. Gonzalez unable to find Messi. Borges steps in to clear. Cape Verde. Argentina come again. Lisandro Martinez. To Medina on this left-hand side. Enzo Fernandez picks up possession. 30 yards from the Cape Verde goal. Carries forward, little 1-2 with Gonzalez. Fernandez down near the end line. Needs support though. Holding off Moreira. Digs a pass out as far as Julian Alvarez. Alvarez now again surrounded by blue shirts. Martinez. De Paul. De Paul lifts one over the top. Messi's made a run in behind. Borges heads away. And then Lopez Cabral just hooks it clear. Only as far as Rodrigo de Paul. Trying to find his pass. Mendes in the way for Cape Verde, but they've won it back here. Argentina. Here's Gonzalez. Enzo Fernandez now. Argentina camped at the edge of the Cape Verde box. 20 minutes of normal time remaining. Still 1-1 here in Miami. Argentina will need to work hard if they're going to progress here. Lisandro Martinez. Out to the left-hand side. Here's Gonzalez. Little ball down the sideline for Enzo Fernandez. Just about stretches to reach Alvarez. Lays it back to Messi at the edge of the box. Goes down under challenge. Free kick. Argentina. Messi. Just too quick for Leroy Duarte. As you see it again. Just gets the touch before the Cape Verde midfielder takes a tumble, and it is a free kick. Alvarez did well initially, and then Messi goes down. And the free kick just outside the penalty area on the left-hand side. Messi has hit the target with a free kick in the first half. Hit the wall with another one. What can happen here? Alvarez standing next to it as well. As is Messi. May suit the right foot of Alvarez more, but you'd imagine again only one man is going to hit this one. Once again, Vozinha constructs a four-man wall, it looks like. Nearly 72 minutes on the clock. Still Argentina 1, Cape Verde 1. Incredible result happening here at the moment. Messi goes early. Messi nearly finds the top corner. It's a brilliant save from Vozinha again. Went early, did Leo Messi. It's a corner. Vozinha just about reacts on time. He was still busy barking instructions to his defenders. Messi went for the opposite top corner, but clawed out. And we're still level. Corner from the far side. Rodrigo de Paul to deliver. Right-footed into the middle. Header on goal. Gonzalez sniping at the back. Won't quite reach it. And it's behind for a goal kick. Vozinha denies Messi again. He's right up against the other post. Messi just clips it over the wall near that top corner. Brilliant save from Vozinha. Two big paws on it to get it out from the top corner. A cheeky effort from Messi. But again, Vozinha not to be denied. And here is the hydration break. What drama we have here at the conclusion of this last 32 game. Vozinha in discussions with Drew Fisher, the referee. He wasn't too happy with how that free kick was taken early by Messi. But that's two massive saves from the veteran goalkeeper against Messi. The first one right after the equaliser when Messi was through on goal. Vozinha stood tall to deny him. But De Roy Duarte drawing Cape Verde level in this game. Lovely finish. Soft goal from Argentina, but Cape Verde won't care. They are level against the world champions on their World Cup debut. With the right-footed effort, played in by his skipper Mendes. Sandro Martinez couldn't close the space quick enough, and Emi Martinez couldn't get down quick enough either, and it is 1-1 to Argentina. And Messi have another moment of magic in them. Just over 15 minutes remaining in this game, placing the last 16 at stake. What a performance from Bobista's men here. Reminder, they have never been this far. The biggest game in Cape Verde's history currently happening. They've already held another former world champion to a draw. Two world champions, in fact, Spain and Uruguay. Will they get a third scalp? Obviously, this would go to extra time if we were level at the end of the 90. But there is still a time to go, and when you have Lionel Messi on the field of play, anything is possible from an Argentine perspective. Players back from the hydration break now, and it will be a Cape Verde goal kick. Vozinha with the ball in his hands. He'll just send this one long. 14 minutes plus additional time for Cape Verde. And for Argentina, McAllister wins that in the air. Moreira sends it forward again. Little layoff here into the middle. Breaks to Montero, who goes down under a challenge of McAllister. Free kick to Cape Verde. And it is the African side who are attacking now. Montero just bundled to the ground by the Liverpool midfielder. Free kick halfway inside the Argentinian half. We've seen Kevin Pena have a pop from around this range so far, and it looks like he is placing the ball down again. Lopez Cabral there too. Same stadium, different end where he got that goal against Uruguay, but I think he's going to go for this. Argentina not putting a wall together. Huge run up from Pena. Puff of the cheeks. Pena stepping up, strikes. It's low again. This time he drags it. Never really got hold of it. The man from Krasnodar. Never bothering Emi Martinez's goal. Scaloni on the bench, looking concerned as he might. Argentina were in control of this game as Romero gets brought to the ground there by Livramento. In control of this game, but started the second half really slowly. Cape Verde took advantage, equalising just before the hour mark. Here's Lisandro Martinez inside his own penalty area. His assist seems a long time ago as Livramento puts a hard challenge in. Referee says play on. Martinez eventually gets it clear. Alvarez can't get hold of it. Now here's Mendes over on this right hand side. He concedes possession. Enzo Fernandez shows nice feet to escape a bit of pressure and then is brought down by Pina, who needs to be careful here. On a yellow card, Kevin Pina. Argentina players are asking the same question. I think it's just going to be a warning from Drew Fisher. But Pina on the challenge. He's late on Fernandez there. Walking a tightrope in the middle of that park. Varela is about to come on for Cape Verde as Nico Gonzalez is played down this left hand side. Gonzalez cross into the middle looking for DePaul, well headed away by Lopez Cabral. Really good defending from the fullback, gets across with his man to put the clearance in. So here come the changes. Elio Varela on and he replaces Ryan Mendes, the skipper, who has an assist today. And Jovan Cabral also being withdrawn. Big shift for him along the left hand side. And second change will be Semedo. Coming in to take his place. 33rd cap for Semedo. Medina. Ball around the corner from Enzo Fernandez is a poor one. And he's out muscled by Pina trying to get it back. Here is Semedo along this right hand side. Can't get around Medina. Throw in Argentina. 10 minutes of normal time remaining. McAllister. Here's Romero. Alessandro Martinez. Ahead of him, fires into the feet of Alvarez. Messi now at the edge of the box. Messi, defence backs off onto his right foot, plays it out. Molina, ball across, Lopez behind. It's brilliant defending from Pico Lopez. Denies a certain goal. Lovely Argentine football. Messi at the hard, but plays it to Molina, who fizzes the ball right across the far post. It's beyond Vizinha, an Argentine waiting for it at the back post. Here comes the corner. DePaul with the cross into the box. Knotted down. Booted clear by Semedo. What a brilliant intervention. Danger still not there. Enzo Fernandez, poor ball out to the right hand side though. Throwing Cape Verde. But Pico Lopez, what a piece of defending that is. Messi out to the right hand side. Molina with the first time cross. Enzo Fernandez waiting for it at the back post. Lopez goes to ground, could have gone into the back of his net, but it goes behind. And he celebrates it like a goal. The Shamrock Rovers man. Cape Verde defending with their lives. DePaul out to the right hand side. Messi picks it up, cuts in on his left foot. Finds Lisandro Martinez. Now Gonzalez. Medina. Alexis McAllister. Rodrigo DePaul. Again, Argentina just going from right to left at the moment. Every Cape Verde player behind the ball. Nico Gonzalez back to Medina. Good pressure from Semedo to try win it back. Lisandro Martinez clips one down the left-hand channel. Vizinha races out of his goal and claims it. Another amazing display from the 40-year-old goalkeeper. Has denied Messi twice in this game. Varela wins that flick on, but no one there to avail of it. So Lisandro Martinez, I imagine it might be backs to the wall stuff here for Cape Verde, just like they did against Spain in their opening game. 83 minutes on the clock. 1-1. Leandro Paredes being prepared by Argentina to come on. Here's De Paul now. Glides past one challenge, finds Messi, gets the return ball, still going Rodrigo De Paul, Nicolas Gonzalez, ball across, and again it's put behind. This time it's Pina defending that low cross. Another Argentine corner. Leandro Paredes on, and that is Rodrigo De Paul's final involvement. That burst forward. Paredes on in his stead. Now playing back in his homeland at Boca Juniors. Messi with the ball into the middle. Header on goal. It was Gonzalez, but only to Lopez Cabral, who clears it. Medina just slightly pulling up there as he goes to retrieve that ball. Might need another substitution. Enzo Fernandez then loses his footing and then just dives on the ball. Concedes a free kick. Argentina legs seem to be tiring out there. Now Enzo Fernandez has gone down. Medina slams the ground. He just seemed to pull up there, Facundo Medina, as he went chasing after that loose ball. And now Enzo Fernandez down. What looks like cramp. Medina being hauled back onto his feet by McAllister, who's gesturing wildly to the bench. Fernandez looks like he'll be able to continue. What drama we're having here on Miami. The free kick to Cape Verde. A monumental, colossus display from them. Scaloni signals a change. Looks like Medina's evening is over. He'll be withdrawn. Stressed Argentinian fans in the stands. Medina hobbles off. Clearly in a bit of pain. So change made for Argentina. Taliafico is on. 79th cap for the Leon player. Ball in from the left hand side there. Varela off. Paredes, throw in Cape Verde. Deep inside the Argentine half. Duarte lays it off. Here's Varela again. It's an intercepted. Ball breaks into the middle. Here's Enzo Fernandez. Offside flag is up anyway. So Argentina will start again. There's Leandro Paredes. Fresh legs in the middle of that park for Argentina. Here's Enzo Fernandez. McAllister. Paredes. McAllister. Messi's peeled out to the right-hand touchline and now picks up possession. Surrounded by blue shirts. Messi takes on Lopez Cabral. Goes past him to the end line. Messi gets the cross into the middle. Borges, big header away. McAllister at the edge of the box. Alexis McAllister blazes over. Adamant it's a corner kick. Referee is given a goal kick before correcting the decision. But Messi, just that injection of pace. And then McAllister, he's unlucky with the strike. It's a good block in there. Corner kick coming. Messi to take. Left-footed in-swinger. Movement inside the box. But referee just halts it momentarily. Now it can be taken. Messi steps up. Whips one into the near post. Vazina comes. Punches clear. Paredes chasing that loose ball over on the right-hand side. He picks it up. Paredes back into the middle of the park. Lofted into the box. For no one in particular. Chasing it is Nico Taliafico. Flag stays down. Alvarez now. Back to Lisandro Martinez. Here's Fernandez. Taliafico again. Julian Alvarez on the edge of the box. Plays it out to the right-hand side. Picked up by Messi. Messi at the edge of the box. Goes on the outside. Messi onto his left foot. Messi into McAllister. Can't quite control it. Cleared that time by Semedo. Cape Verde backs to the wall here. 2 minutes of normal time remaining. At the moment, we are heading to an extra 30 minutes here in Miami. Argentina 1, Cape Verde 1. Enzo Fernandez. Again, everybody in a dark blue shirt dropping behind the ball to defend this scoreline. Paredes over to Messi again on the right hand side. Lopez Cabral holds him up. Messi shakes him off, delivers across into the middle. McAllister came, Pico Lopez clears. Argentina claiming a handball. Still be interesting. Lopez just came across as McAllister came in. It's a ball in from the right hand side. Messi. McAllister just gets a flick. Lopez behind him. It comes off his head and then maybe his arm. VAR will have a look at this one. Referee Drew Fisher just checking it. Nervy moments for that Cape Verde defence. Looks like check complete. Play on. Would have been very harsh. It came off Lopez's head first, then his arm, which was right close to him. We play on here. Messi into the final minute of the 90 here. Lisandro Martinez. Taliafico back to Paredes. Lofted over the top. Gonzalez won't reach that. It's too close to Vizinha. He just claims it. Rolls it out to this right-hand side. Moreira still full of running. But that's a loose ball into the middle. Picked up here by Enzo Fernandez. Needs support. Has it in Alvarez. Julian Alvarez now. Leandro Paredes. 90 minutes are up. 8 additional minutes for Argentina to potentially find a winner and send them through to the last 16 against Egypt. Paredes. Again, nowhere really to go. Disciplined defending from Cape Verde. Messi lofts one towards Gonzalez, gets his head down into the middle. Semedo is there, just hesitates on it slightly, goes to ground. Argentina win it back. Alvarez, here's Enzo Fernandez. Pressure continuing. Alvarez at the edge of the box, shifts it onto his left foot. Still going, Julian Alvarez. Can he get across in? It's blocked. Closed down brilliantly. Cape Verde trying to escape with Semedo. Again, possession conceded. Inside their own half. Here's Romero. Molina back inside. Lisandro Martinez. Paredes, now Fernandez. 30 yards from the Cape Verdean goal. Square to Alexis McAllister. Messi trying to find a little pocket of space, but it's all very condensed. Here's Leandro Paredes. 1 minute of the 8 is already surpassed. Leo Messi. Paredes goes around in circles. McAllister, space for Molina on the right-hand side. Molina feints the cross again. Argentina been repelled from that Cape Verde penalty area. Paredes lines the shot up straight at Vizinha. It would have been a serious goal from Leandro Paredes. Vizinha equal to it as he has been all night. We've seen that potential penalty shout again. And Pico Lopez does hit his head first. Vizinha now to clear. Long ball forward toward Livramento. Martinez wins it in the air. Nico Gonzalez just bundled off the ball. Montero gives away possession to Enzo Fernandez, still battling in there. McAllister wins it back for Argentina. Referee playing advantage for a foul on the Liverpool midfielder. Argentina building up from deep in their own half. Leandro Paredes. Lisandro Martinez now. Paredes again inside the centre circle. Is there more drama in this game? Molina wide on the right hand touchline. Messi in field, but he comes to McAllister instead. Cape Verde drop deep to absorb this pressure. Taliafico, Paredes, over to Molina on the right hand side, ball out of his feet, cross into the middle, takes a deflection, it's over everyone's head. Semedo trying to clear down near his own corner flag, just about gets it away. Martinez though beats Livramento to it. Fernandez, pressure is endless. Here's McAllister, Messi at the edge of the box, goes one way then the other, holding off Duarte, still going. Messi goes down, free kick again for Argentina. Messi down, holding his head. Duarte, the guilty party on this occasion, felt as though he got a touch of the ball, but he just collides with the left leg. Now Messi takes a tumble and then his knee collides with Borges on the ground. But a free kick in a really dangerous area. Took the last one quickly, nearly catching Vozinha out. This time it's on the right hand side of the box, about 25 yards out, halfway through the 8 minutes of additional time here. Messi placing it down. 39-year-old legs. He's already delivered so many times in this tournament. Is there one more bit of magic? Sweat pouring off the brow. Scaloni seated in the dugout. Alvarez steps away. 5-man wall for Vozinha and Cape Verde, who's still shouting at his defenders. Messi on his hunkers steps up, ready to take. Referee blows his whistle. Messi from the free kick steps up, goes low. Vozinha saves again. It's off the bar. Fernandez straight into the arms of Vozinha again. Free kick awarded as well. Vozinha just seemed to see that late. Messi went low. It takes a deflection. He gets a left hand to it in the air. Just about keeps it out. And then Fernandez's header toward goal, easily claimed. And it could just be one of those days for Argentina. They've 3 minutes left to find a winner, or else we have another 30 minutes on hand here. Livramento wins the flick on. Paredes sends it forward. Gonzalez can't get the loose ball. Free kick awarded for a foul on Moreira. Is there a final chance for Cape Verde here? So, free kick for Cape Verde. Over on the right hand side, Moreira over it. They're committing bodies forward. Borges and Lopez back up from the back. Argentina defending their own penalty area. Lopez Cabral, left footed, in swinger towards the back post, headed away by Paredes. Picked up on this loose ball by Cape Verde. Montero over on this right hand side. 90 seconds left of the 8 additional minutes, but it's Cape Verde in possession. Still around the halfway line. Pina. Argentina don't seem to be too interested in getting it back. Pico Lopez down the line with Semedo holding off Taliafico, plays it inside to Livramento. Return pass is just short, but it's out for a Cape Verde throw in. Lopez into the middle. Now here's Montero. Final minute of the 8, and it's Cape Verde who hold the ball. Is there one chance to cause what would be one of the biggest upsets? Pina under pressure from Alvarez. Argentina can't get this ball back. Down the line for Varela, taking on Paredes, cuts inside, goes down. Referee says no foul. Argentina trying to get this ball up the pitch quickly. Up toward Messi. Borges steps in front to win it back for Cape Verde. And then Semedo just bundles into the back of Taliafico. Free kick taken quickly. Argentina will need to come from deep in their own half to manufacture a chance here. We've nearly played the 8 minutes. Alexis McAllister. Paredes No real urgency about this Argentine side yet. Lisandro Martinez around the halfway line. Gonzalez forward along this left wing. Back as far as Tagliafico. And that is the end of the 90 minutes. We go to extra time in Miami. Argentina 1. Cape Verde 1. Another 30 minutes are needed. Leroy Duarte's strike just before the hour mark pulls it back after Messi had given Argentina the lead. Messi had two chances, one-on-one save by Vozinha, another from a free kick. Argentina couldn't find the opening, and it's 1-1. We'll bring you extra time very shortly.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Welcome back for the start of extra time here in Miami. Incredibly, Argentina and Cape Verde level at the end of the 90 minutes. The third former world champion Cape Verde have not lost to in 90 minutes. And they have 30 more minutes to perhaps get a winner or send this to penalty kicks. We are ready to go for extra time here, the first half at least. Argentina huffed and puffed. Messi had the chances, but Vozinha equal to them. 7 saves against Spain. He's already made 7 saves now. 1 from the free kick and the 1-on-1. The most eye-catching. Messi head down, ready to go in the sweltering heat in Miami for another 30 minutes. What a knockout game we have on our hands. Incredible theatre. This is why we love international football. Cape Verde 1, Argentina 1. We are underway for the second 45 minutes. Here's Sidney Cabral. Back to Borges and Lopez. The two of them have defended immaculately. Alongside Vozinha now on the ball. Into Pina. Cape Verde playing from their own penalty box. Lopez Cabral, heavy touch. McAllister just nicks it off him. Argentina looking for an early goal in extra time. Paredes hunting after this loose ball. Can't quite find Fernandez. Picked up by Pina again. He's been excellent at the base of midfield for Cape Verde. Out to this left-hand side. Varela. Pina again and now Borges. This Pico Lopez was involved in that half moment of controversy at the end. Ball appeared to strike his arm. Came off his head first. He's misplaced that pass. Straight out of play. What a job Bobista has done as we see him there. Exceptionally well coached team, this Cape Verde side. Brought the defending champions to extra time in the first knockout round game. Paredes, Alvarez comes short to pick up possession. Now Molina, an option on the right hand side. First time ball into the middle. Pico Lopez just behind, and it will be a corner. Got brilliant clearance at the end of normal time. In correct position again. Borges just encouraging his side. First corner kick of extra time here. Messi to take. They have another chance in them. Be an outswinger from the captain. Into the box. Header on goal. To the back post it comes. Comes here. Lisandro Martinez. It's in. They do have their goal. Lisandro Martinez fires into the top corner. Argentina go in front 2 minutes into extra time. Cape Verde players surround the referee. They feel as though there's an infringement. He gets an assist in the first. He gets a goal in extra time. Lisandro Martinez, second goal for his country, rifles past Vozinha into the near post. Argentina in front again. Cruel on Cape Verde, but the world champions hit back. The ball fired into the near post from the corner by Messi. McAllister just about gets the flick on ahead of Semedo. It's over the head of Tagliafico. Comes to Martinez, unmarked. He takes a touch. He's not closed down quick enough. As it comes out to him, Cabral goes to ground. Martinez gets it out of his feet and then left foot hammers it into the roof of the net. Vozinha no chance at his near post. Too much pace on it. Lisandro Martinez. Dagger. 2-1 Argentina. And can Cape Verde come back again? Goal confirmed. Half a question of offside at the back post as Tagliafico challenged for the ball. He never got a touch on it though. And it is Argentina 2, Cape Verde 1. 2 minutes into extra time. World champions ahead again. Is there a response? Here come Cape Verde once more. Sidney Cabral. Over to Varela. Can't get beyond Molina. Last touch off the Cape Verde substitute. Throw in Argentina. Well, you know, Scaloni, his side started slow at the beginning of the second half and they've given it away here. Varela, loose by Romero. A challenge from the Spurs man who goes down. Still there, Montero. Out to the right hand side, Romero still down in the centre of the pitch for Argentina. Switch of play out to Duarte, the man who already has a goal. Takes it down with his chest, lays it to Varela on the left hand side. Cuts inside onto his right foot. Lopez Cabral finds Morera. Here's Pico Lopez. Pina. Now it's Argentina's turn to defend. Varela taking on Molina. Little ball in behind. Lopez Cabral. Cross into the middle is blocked by McAllister. Corner kick, Cape Verde. They are not going down without a fight here. Straight back on the attack. Now, Lopez Cabral with the outswinger of his own. Can he cause a bit of chaos? Delivers. Deep one to the back post. Big header in there. It was Nico Gonzalez. And it's behind for another corner. Cape Verde fans in the stand thoroughly outnumbered. But boy, have their side put in a performance today. Argentina fans standing in full voice. Lopez Cabral. Another corner. Outswinger. This is a low one to the near post. Takes a flick. Pico Lopez is in there. Tried to back heel it towards goal. It's another corner. Borges was in there too. Never really looked too comfortable from a defensive perspective from Argentina. Ricocheted around. Martinez just about hooks it clear behind. Third corner in a row. Borges back on his feet. This time they go short to the edge of the box. They work the angle. Chance for a strike. Morero was closed down immediately. It's still there for Cape Verde though. But they've given possession away. Now Argentina can come back. Tagliafico. Head down along that left-hand side. Needs support. Dark blue shirts flooding around him. He's picked a pass out. Here's Messi in the middle. Just slowing it down for Argentina. Leandro Paredes. Lisandro Martinez. What an evening he's had. Peach of an assist in the first half. And now potentially the winning goal in extra time. On the ball again. Maybe trying to bait Livramento into pressing him. Paredes forward for Enzo Fernandez. Still running the Chelsea man. Outside him is Nicolas Gonzalez. Now Tagliafico. Paredes. Argentina just trying to wear Cape Verde out with a spell of possession here. Fernandez, little ball down the left-hand channel. Gonzalez, Lopez goes out to meet him. Instead he finds the feet of Alvarez. Messi back to Alvarez. Messi again inside the penalty area, blocked by Lopez. Still might be there. Alvarez on the turn. Straight against Lopez Cabral. Corner kick. Delightful link-up play from Argentina's front two. Nearly finding the back of the net. Two big blocks in there. First from Lopez, then from Lopez Cabral. Alvarez to Messi, to Alvarez, back to Messi. And then Alvarez with the strike following the initial Pico Lopez block. Another corner kick. They scored from their last one. And they get another. Messi, this time an in-swinger from the right-hand side. Toward the near post, it's flicked on, back to the edge of the box. Strike on goal from Enzo Fernandez. Closed down that time by Montero. Throw into Argentina over the far side. Double substitution coming for Cape Verde. as they introduce some fresh legs. Roy Duarte, the man who drew them level, is being withdrawn, as is Kevin Pina on a yellow card. Really top performance from him in the middle of the park. On Kinson Benchamal, and as well we have Yannick Semedo. So Benchamal and Semedo on. Benchamal's gone up front as Babista goes for broke here. Nothing to lose from a Cape Verde perspective. They've been colossal this evening, but now space opening up for Argentina. Enzo Fernandez out to Gonzalez, passes behind Alvarez in the middle, and Cape Verde can come back the other way. Varela now, end-to-end stuff here. Benjamin make you move through the middle. Varela keeps it himself. McAllister across to close the space. Good tackle from the Liverpool midfielder. Throw in to Cape Verde. Here's Lopez Cabral into the middle now. Montero. Here's Pico Lopez. Yannick Semedo picks it up. Varela free on this left-hand side again. Infield Moreira, little ball into the middle. Emi Martinez just hesitated, but it was over the head of Livramento, and then he eventually did claim it. Testing ball into the box. But Argentina prevail on that occasion. Here's Romero. Out to Molina. Closed by Benchamal. Clearance up towards Messi, easily taken by Lopez Cabral. Here's Moreira now. Infield to Yannick Semedo. Out to the right-hand side to Moreira. Yannick Semedo again in the middle of the park. Switch of play out to this left-hand side. Varela, the out ball again. Nice first touch from the substitute. Back in field now. As far as Montero. There's Moreira on the right-hand side. Willie Semedo an option down the line. Instead, he just keeps it simple. Now Pico Lopez. Possession all with Cape Verde at the moment. So we approach the end of the first half of extra time. Argentina ahead. Here's Varela though. Again, running at Molina. Cuts inside, then outside. Needs help. Three Argentinian defenders come to close him down. Eventually, it's a goal kick. Only for a moment, he was going to get a free. But between Molina, Romero and Martinez, they end up dealing with it. As see that Sandro Martinez finish again. It really is a smashing hit at the near post. Ball now at the feet of Vozinha, closed down by Alvarez. Borges and Pico Lopez do brilliantly to play out from the back. What a heroic performance from those three. Lopez, Borges and Vozinha. And now they come forward again here, Cape Verde, along the left-hand side. Lopez Cabral hasn't stopped running all night. Varela. Take on the fullback again. Lopez Cabral has support. Here's Yannick Semedo. Switches it back out to Lopez Cabral. Chance of a cross. Cuts back inside onto his right foot. Lopez Cabral for the top corner. They are level. It's 2-2. It's an absolute stunner. Sydney Lopez Cabral has brought Cape Verde level for a second time. This time in extra time. Unbelievable goal. Straight into the crowd. It is 2-2. Sydney Lopez Cabral. There are no words to describe this. It's mayhem in Miami. Argentina 2, Cape Verde 2. Unbelievable hit. Lopez Cabral in from the left wing onto his right foot. Curls an absolute peach past Emi Martinez into the top corner. An extraordinary turn of events. And for the second time, we're level. Unbelievable. The performance of their lives from Cape Verde. Drew Fisher now wants a word with the goal scorer. I think he's going to pick up a booking for going into the crowd. But my God, what a goal. He gets it on the left-hand corner of the box. First touch goes past McAllister and then somehow whips an incredible strike into the top corner. What a game. What a game. What a performance from Cape Verde. They won't go away. Final minute of the first half of extra time. Ball lifted to the back post. Alvarez gets his head on it. They want the handball. Referee says play on. Here comes the counter from Cape Verde. Blue shirts swarming forward. Still there. Loose pass though from Livramento. Argentina bench up on their feet. They want the VAR check for a potential handball here. Referee Drew Fisher says play on. 3 minutes added at the end of this first half. We'll see this one again. Montiel, who's been introduced since the goal, on for Molina with the header. Here is Montiel, the man who delivered the trophy to Argentina from the spot kick last time. He may need to step up again, but a goal of the tournament contender from Sydney Lopez Cabral. Argentina's turn to come forward. Nico Gonzalez on the left-hand side. Ball to the edge of the box. Brings the Messi save by Vozinha. Montiel blocked by Lopez Cabral. It just won't fall. Leo Messi denied again. And here come Cape Verde. Moreira. Back to Willie Semedo on the right-hand side. Here's Montero. And suddenly it's Cape Verde with the energy in their legs. We have witnessed a game for the ages here. We still have 15 minutes plus to go. Varela into the middle of the pitch. Here's Montero, for Cape Verde. Yannick Semedo clips one forward. It won't reach Livramento. And suddenly we are 2-2. Argentina absolutely shell-shocked. They have to go again. Cape Verde have somehow drawn level with one of the best goals you are going to see at this tournament. Paredes running around in circles to try create a bit of space under pressure from Ben Shimal. Here's Romero on halfway. 30 seconds of the 3 minutes at the end of the first half of extra time. Messi gets dispossessed near halfway but wins it back. Montiel back infield towards Messi. Over hits the pass though. Intercepted. Cape Verde coming forward. And then Montero, just cleaned out of it by McAllister in the middle of the park. Free kick awarded. Oh, kicked out of play. Montero still down injured. Sydney Lopez Cabral. A moment of history. It's an utterly astonishing strike from the fullback. Straight into the top corner. Emi Martinez with absolutely no chance whatsoever. An incredible hit. A stoppage in play. Here as Montero receives treatment. And I think that is the end of the first half of extra time. It is. We will be back very shortly for the second. Argentina 2, Cape Verde 2. More drama ahead.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok.
Welcome back for the start of the second period of extra time. It is Argentina 2, Cape Verde 2. After 105 minutes, 15 to go before a potential penalty shootout. Incredible scenes we've seen here in Miami. Sidney Lopez Cabral has pulled the sides back level after Lisandro Martinez put Argentina in front again just 2 minutes into extra time. It is simply astonishing what is happening here. The world champions being held by the debutants. One of the smallest nations to ever qualify, Cape Verde, are 15 minutes away from either a penalty shootout or one of the greatest shocks we've ever seen at this level. Do Argentina have one more moment in them, or will Cape Verde shock the world? We're back underway. Here's Nico Gonzalez for Argentina. And now Paredes. McAllister. Christian Romero. And McAllister again. Argentina looking for a way through. Some tired legs out there. None more so than great man Messi. Haven't seen much of him in extra time. Here's Lisandro Martinez. Nicolas Gonzalez. Back in field, here's Alvarez now. Clips it out to the left-hand side. It's over the head of Montiel. And behind for a goal kick. And Cape Verde with the performance of the World Cup so far. Absolutely incredible. Livramento wins the flick. Romero sends it up towards Enzo Fernandez. Holds off a challenge. Finds its way towards Julian Alvarez now. Carries it forward into the Cape Verde half. Gonzalez peels out to the left-hand side. Here's the Juventus man. That's Tagliafico. Paredes. Now Messi. 45 yards from the Cape Verde goal. Little pass up towards McAllister, who's taken down from behind there by Montero. Free kick to Argentina. In a decent position over on the right-hand side. Challenge from behind from Cape Verde number 10. So, chance for Messi to heave this one into the box. See if someone can get a touch on it. Free kick from the right-hand side. Cape Verde defending their penalty spot. Messi standing over it. Delivers. Flicked on at the near post. McAllister can't quite get to it. It's hoofed clear by Cape Verde. Tagliafico. Poor header from him. It's straight to a Cape Verde player. And now the dark blue shirts are swarming forward, and they may have outnumbered the Argentine ones. McAllister just gets back to put a challenge in. It's still there for Cape Verde over on the left-hand side. Semedo back in field. Here's Montero. Poor effort though. Tries to have a go from way out. In fact, it's Yannick Semedo. Just a bit of a rush of blood to the head. So Argentina come again. Andrew Paredes. Carrying up toward the halfway line. Alexis McAllister now. Paredes. Switchy play out to this left. He's picked out Taliafico. First touch takes him near the corner flag. Comes back as far as Enzo Fernandez. Does well to ride a few challenges. Fernandez at the edge of the box. Tries to get the pass away. Challenge from behind is legal. Referee says play on. Lisandro Martinez now. Romero near halfway. Martinez. Now Alvarez. Hasn't had much of an impact off the bench, but here he goes. Alvarez lays it out to his left. Taliafico. Messi just lurking in a bit of space. 25 yards from goal, but the flag is up against Nico Taliafico. Free kick to Cape Verde. As we see it, Taliafico just the wrong side of the line. Penny for Lionel Scaloni's thoughts, and with the form Vozinha is in, maybe Argentina don't quite fancy penalties. Taliafico heads that against Willie Semedo's back, and then Semedo goes in for a second challenge and concedes a free kick. Just a bit over aggressive. Babista right in front of him, not too happy with that at all. Play on. 10 minutes remaining of extra time. Argentina 2, Cape Verde 2 in one of the all-time clashes here in the round of 32. Enzo Fernandez. To the left-hand side, Gonzalez. Taking on his man, Gonzalez. In, still going, Gonzalez. Brilliant challenge by Borges on the edge of the 6-yard box. Slaloming run from Nico Gonzalez. Got past 2 or 3 Cape Verde defenders. Looked like he was going to pull the trigger, but Borges across to put the challenge in. Messi to take the corner. Outswinger from the skipper towards the middle of the goal. Header goal! They have the lead again! It's Romero! Christian Romero rises highest to head home. Argentina take the lead for the 3rd time. It's the 110th minute. Blue and white shirts swarm the Tottenham man near the corner flag. Vozinha beaten. It is 3-2. Christian Romero with a towering header into the top corner. A Messi assist. Argentina 3, Cape Verde 2 in extra time. It's a brilliant header. He gets there just before Borges may even take a nick off the Cape Verde defender. Vozinha clawed at it in the air, was never going to reach it. And Argentina take the lead, and upon replay, perhaps the cruelest thing, it may have been going wide. But the nick of Borges, I think, has taken it past Vozinha. Incredible, incredible. Argentina come back again. Can Cape Verde respond for a 3rd time here? They have just under 10 minutes to do so. They've gone above and beyond so many times, not only in this game but in this tournament. Do they have one more in them? Or can Argentina finally seal their place in the last 16? Messi now on the ball in the middle of the park. Fernandez, McAllister. Judging by how this game has gone, surely there's another twist of some kind. But Argentina in possession. McAllister careless in possession in the middle of the park. Alvarez working hard to win it back, and he has. Julian Alvarez down the right hand side. Messi in the middle. Messi won't reach it. Intercepted there by Montero. Straight back to Vozinha. Now Borges. Vozinha again under a bit of pressure. Plays it into the middle. An Argentina player is down. Cape Verde play on. Here's Willie Semedo over on the right-hand side, trying to get beyond Tagliafico. Plays it back. Argentina sitting off now. Sidney Lopez Cabral already produced one incredible moment. Does he have another one? They still go. Cape Verde cross into the middle. It's closed down by Montiel. Chasing after it. Here is the ball to the back post. Won't quite reach it. Moreira on the stretch. Behind for a goal kick. Just a few centimetres too much for the fullback. It was Montero trying to pick him out. Alexis McAllister is down. As we see it again, Romero heads towards goal. It takes a touch off the arm, the right arm of Borges, and nestles in the bottom corner. Argentina 3, Cape Verde 2. Pico Lopez wins that above Nico Gonzalez. Here he is again. Ball into the middle. Montero. Space opening up for Cape Verde on the pitch. Varela taking on Montiel. He's gone beyond him. And then Montiel hacks him down. Free kick, Cape Verde, right on the edge of the box. It's a yellow card for Montiel. And they have another chance here to potentially make it 3-3. Free kick on the left-hand side, right near the edge of the box. It's been an absolute war of attrition. It's from, in fact, a similar spot to where Sidney Lopez Cabral brought Cape Verde level at 2-2, and he has placed the ball down. It's a two-man wall for Emi Martinez, and I have a feeling Sidney Lopez Cabral will go and try hit this one and find the exact same spot. Free kick, Cape Verde. 5 minutes of extra time remaining. Sidney Lopez Cabral hits it again. It's a brilliant save from Martinez. It's the exact same effort, the whip on it, the bend on it, the power on it. This time Martinez tips it over the bar. It's heading for the top corner. Big right hand from Emi Martinez. And it's a corner kick. Sidney Lopez Cabral almost doing the impossible twice. But a big save from Emi Martinez to keep his side in front. A lot of bodies in there. And bodies on the ground for both sides. Tagliafico down, holding his nose. Lopez Cabral down after hitting that. And players from both sides surrounding the referee. I think Tagliafico feels as though there was a stray arm in there. Drew Fisher, the referee, gesturing at someone on the sideline. He's telling Tagliafico, I think, that he has to go off. Just trying to see exactly what happened here at the back post. Tagliafico goes down. Not much of any sort of contact, really. But there appears to be blood on his shirt. He does have to change it. So he obviously got a whack at something, and he will have to go off the pitch for at least a minute here. So Argentina temporarily down to 10 as they look to defend this corner. Referee having a word here. Steven Moreira. Tagliafico is allowed back onto the pitch to defend this corner. Ready to be swung in here by Yannick Semedo. 2.5 minutes left in extra time. You get the feeling there'll be some added on. Cape Verde looking to come back for a third time level. Semedo, right-footed, outswinger into the middle. Poor delivery, headed away at the near post by Paredes. Throw into Cape Verde inside the Argentinian half. Babista looks on. Semedo with the throw into the middle. Looking for a flick. He's only found Lisandro Martinez. Gonzalez can't quite clear it. It's still there for Cape Verde. Moreira bustling his way through challenges. Gets across into the middle. There's a header on goal. Outstretches Ben Shimal. Martinez gets his hand to it. It is a corner. Gilson Ben Shimal nearly getting on the end of that one. Emi Martinez though. Ben Shimal is still down. Corner taken short. But referee wants it to be taken again. Martinez just gets a palm to it. Another corner here. Everyone defending the Argentina box. Whipped in, headed away by Enzo Fernandez. Messi chasing the loose ball. He won't quite reach it. It's back into the box and it's blazed over. Livramento has missed an absolute sitter, but the flag is up anyway, sparing his blushes. It was sent back in to the middle. Hook clear. He's well offside, to be fair, but from 6 yards out on the half volley, blazes over. As we see that Ben Shimal effort again, headed back toward goal by Borges. Ben Shimal outstretched, couldn't quite reach it. Emi Martinez down to palm it out. The drama in this game is never gonna end. Free kick into the final minute of the 120 here in Miami. Pico Lopez wins a header up towards Willy Semedo. Cleared by Paredes into the stands. Throw in for Cape Verde. Scaloni gesticulating wildly on the bench. Pico Lopez into the middle. Here's Montero out to the left hand side. Lopez Cabral will have 3 additional minutes here at the end of this game. 3 minutes. Is there another twist? Ball to the edge of the box. Strike on goal is deflected. And behind for a corner. Lisandro Martinez in the way. Effort from way out from Varela. Corner kick. Martinez is still down after blocking that. And to be fair to him, you can see why. Let's just say catches him in a sensitive area, blocking that. But that could have gone anywhere. Martinez still hunched over, but still continuing. Corner kick to be taken here by Helio Varela. Yannick Semedo, excuse me. Right-footed outswinger. It's a low one towards the edge of the box. Controlled, sent towards goal. Cleared away by Paredes. Enzo Fernandez chasing it, and Argentina have won it back. And now they have numbers coming through the middle. Alvarez busting a good ball to find him. Vizinho out of his goal. Calmness personified by the 40-year-old. And now starts the counter-attack. Varela. Cape Verde trying to get numbers forward here. Willy Semedo wants it on this near side and picks it up. Faced up by Taliafico. Semedo goes on the outside towards the byline. Gets across in. It's deflected. Headed to the edge of the box. It comes back out. Strike towards goal. It's dragged wide. There was a chance there for Cape Verde, but it's dragged wide from about 25 yards. Lisandro Martinez on his last legs, hobbling around. We've nearly played the 3 minutes of additional time here. Tension rife in Miami. Goal kick for Argentina. Do Cape Verde get one more chance? Borges challenges Alvarez in the air. It breaks to Nico Gonzalez down to this right-hand side. Messi just keeping in play along the left-hand touchline. Little ball down into the corner. Gonzalez has made the run. Ball is where Argentina needed to be. Borges and Lopez over to win it back off Gonzalez. They've cleared it into the middle up towards the big centre forward. Ben Shimal cleared straight into the air by the potential match winner in Romero. Lopez heads it back to Vizinho. 20 seconds left of the 3 minutes. Maybe a chance for one last attack. Long ball forward up towards Willy Semedo. Taliafico, big win in the air for him. Second ball won there. Paredes with a challenge in the middle. It's going to be out, and it's going to be a Cape Verde throw in deep in Argentinian half. We've played the 3 minutes. They've taken it quickly. Willy Semedo out to this right hand side. Chance of a cross, closed down, another throw in. Do they have time, or is that it? That is the final whistle. One of the greatest games you are ever likely to see. Argentina 3, Cape Verde 2. A colossal performance from the African debutants, but the world champions pulled through after extra time. Messi gave his side the lead in the first half. It was pulled back with Leroy Duarte's goal just before the hour mark. Extra time ensued, and Lisandro Martinez put Argentina back in front 2 minutes in. But then Sidney Lopez Cabral with one of the most stunning strikes you'll see right before half-time and extra time to make it 2-2. But then Christian Romero, 110 minutes on the clock. His header from the corner is enough. Cape Verde players distraught on the ground. An absolutely monumental performance from them. But Messi and co advance to the round of 16 against Egypt. Cape Verde's fairy tale ends in the most tragic, heroic way you can imagine. An incredible game, an incredible occasion. Argentina 3, Cape Verde 2. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the